At day 18 of the Madlanga Commission, Witness C, this is a witness that was dealing mostly in Matlala case. And one thing to know that this witness is actually coming from the PKTT team. Please hang in there with me because we need to go through this timeline in this recording. So I'm going to try and go very fast. Late November 2024 was the pre-operation intelligence phase on the disappearance of Jerry Boshonga. Matlala's name surfaces in intercepted calls referencing to the house in the Silver Lakes. This is how this case becomes of national interest. Moving on, early December 2024, the planning and briefing stage. Lieutenant Dumisani Kumalo assembles a team which includes Witness C as the leader of the team. They assemble themselves in Pretoria Crime Intelligence Headquarters for a briefing. So the two-panel operations were announced that morning, December 5. The other second operation was at KT Mulefe's place, which was covered by witness A and B.
He knew that we were coming to his house that day. He showed us on his phone the call history between him and Sergeant F.E. Nkosi from that day.
This is why police officers die in the line of duty. Now that their operation was compromised, it exposes them to serious risk. So Witness C was the leader of this raid together with the special forces from the PKT team, these ones that we're looking at right now. And their mission was to rescue a hostage by the name of Jerry Boshonga. Now that we know that Matlala knew about the raid, he cleaned out his house. So the Witness C and the special forces did not find Jerry inside the mansion in Silver Lakes. So, however, this curtain that they see here on video, they did see a room with the exact same curtain.
White sheet, it is distinctive because when one of the videos for the ransom that was sent to the family of Jerry Boshonga, we could say that the sheet resembles the same as that on the video. We then asked him if he knew Mr. Boshonga, and he told me that yes, he knew Mr. Boshonga, and they had been friends from 2012, and they were engaged in criminal activities together. Mr. Boshonga, as his friend, has once informed him that he had a fallout with his drug associates.
Let's discuss for real. Matlala also mentioned that Jerry borrowed 5 million from him. That 5 million, Jerry was going to purchase a machine that he was going to use to process drugs. So I don't know what kind of a machine this is. And then he also added that he used to do crime together with Jerry, but now he has a tender from the SAPS. He doesn't need to be doing that stuff. So he's into other white collar crimes, if I could put it that way. When Witness C had exhausted searching for Jerry in vain, he moved on with his operation to do seizures. He checked the firearms and their licenses, He seized their devices, laptops, phones, and things like that, documents, stuff like that. Then in the middle of this raid, Ket Matlala voluntarily, unprovoked, started to sing. And I have titled the name of the song Friends in High
Told us
Places.
that he had close connections with very senior police officials within the SAPS, and he named number one, the Deputy National Commissioner, General Sibia, and he also gave his contact details. Second one, he named General Feroz Khan and also gave his contact details, and General Shibiri, and also gave his contract details. He further indicated that he is related to one General Sinona. General Sinona and General Sibia had assisted him in securing the SAPS tender, the one that he said is 1.2 billion tender.
In Parliament, Begicele did say that he doesn't know anything about how Maklala got the SAP's tender, although he was there. So now this vindicates him. So here it is. So we now know how Maklala got the tender. Guys, I'm trying not to rant, but Smear. Wherever there is smoke, there is smear inside. You name it, has smear.
In respect of General Khan, he indicated that he had he owned a penthouse at Menlyn Main, Victoria, whereby General Khan would at times or regularly utilize his penthouse. So when we asked him as to why would General Khan utilize his penthouse, and his response was he didn't know the reasons why would the general wants to utilize his. He indicated that he was in constant communication with the police minister, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, and on the very same night, he was supposed to have a meeting with Mr. Mchunu. That this Sergeant Nkosi, it is his connection between him and Lieutenant General Sibia. The third party is a person known as Mr. Brown Mokosi. Thank you, Commissioners. He indicated that he assisted with his tuition fees, being Mr. Calvin Rafadi, and also furnished us with his personal cell phone numbers, and that he had assisted him in obtaining his educational qualifications.
Everything happens in December. So soon after the operation of the raid at Maclara residence, December 7, all the items that a witness C had seized, the 2 laptops and the iPhone, went missing. The WhatsApp messages reveal Sergeant Nkosi texting "Operation Successful," That is in December 10. December 12, the case that witness C is working on is transferred to National Crime Intelligence and he loses access to it. December 15, KT Molefe is granted bail and there's still no charges against Matlala. December 17, Matlala files a complaint alleging that the officers stole his Rolex, the jewelry, the firearms, the laptops, and the iPhones. Now, I'm going to take a sidebar and connect Becky Tele's testimony at the ad hoc and what witness C says he was told by Matlala.
The arrest of Mr. Madlanga on the 14th of May, 2025. He was interviewed. And for the record, that interview also was recorded. And with his own mouth, he had indicated that he was persuaded by our General Sibia and the Minister, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, that he register a case against the team that raided his house on the 6th of December 2024. And he further indicated that watch of his was never stolen. Furthermore, he indicated that after he was advised to open a case, he went to Brooklyn SAPS to open a case. He made an affidavit there, but the case was never registered because the items that he's indicated that they were stolen were reflected on the SAP 13 register. Therefore, they found the case to be unfounded. And then he indicated that through the assistance of Lieutenant General Sibia, the case was subsequently opened at some station in Soweto, though I do not have the contents and or the case number for that docket, commissioners. And again, pertaining to the Rolex watch, commissioners, upon us interviewing him, he indicated that for the same watch, he had realized that the likes of Minister Mchunu and Lieutenant General Sibia and his team are using him to fight their own battles, and they are not assisting him in any way. So therefore, he proceeded to KZN and met with the former minister, Mr. Begicele. And on that day, he said he was wearing the same Rolex watch, and he showed the former minister, Mr. Begicele, the same watch to say that this is the watch that General Sibia and his allies wants him to open cases against the police for.
I met Ket Matlala in December last year,
2024,
2024. That's the
before
first
the
time.
directive.
That's the first time I met Ket Matlala. December 2024. I can't remember the date, but it was after the raid.
The raid on the 8th or the 6th, the 6th of
Yeah.
December.
Because that's one thing that brought him to me.
So what is there a connection between the raid on 6th December where we know
There are,
that PKTT...
there are issues that he raised to me about the raid. So Bongani then brings Matlala to me. He raised two issues. He said, Mabonga must bring him to me because he realizes that he's being abused or he's being used for the political games that he do not understand. Firstly, he said, he has met Minister Mkhunu, him and Brown Mahosi, three of them. And they spoke about him because he's got money through the tender, him to fund his project of becoming either a president or deputy president. He didn't know. Myself, I didn't know which project was it. So that's that. But this is Ket telling me why he wanted to meet me. But what puzzled him there for him to want to meet me, he was told by the minister that we'll work together so long we don't come close to Cele and Zuma. I don't know why it mixes me with Zuma. But it looks like that's what he said, that don't come close to Cele and Zuma, so we'll work well with. So that's why he says he realized that there is a game, some political games, hence wanted to see me.
Did he give any...
The second one was about then the raid. The raid that happened, I didn't know about the raid. As I'm saying that maybe this latter part of some members of PKTT joining Gauteng, I didn't know until Ket says to me, he wants to speak to me because he was raided. He says the people that raided him woke him up as he was sleeping and bambulingo bobati vuka. Then I realized that was a special task force. Immediately, when they come to your bathroom and they wake you up, that could be only nobody, but a special task force, those capabilities. So I realized that was this. So I asked, what has happened? No, they've raided him on matters, I think on matters of accusation of drugs and all that kind of thing. So me, where do I come? No, he says, he comes to me because he realizes that he has been abused. After that, he says he has been approached by Sibia, General Sibia, to write an affidavit against Khumalo so that Khumalo can be arrested. The head of the CI.
Yeah.
The head of the CI, the leader of the PKTT. Yeah. He says, so why? He said, no, I've come to you because of that. But what made me really come to you is that there is a case that is coming next week where I've taken Khumalo and his team to court for unlawful raid. So the reason is that I must take Khumalo to court so that he can lose the case and the Sibia finds the way to discipline him. That is Ket telling me the story. He goes on to say he was told or stroke the affidavit of taking Khumalo was written by Sibia to say they've stolen his Rolex and the nobucwebe, what ubucwebe? Jewelry for the wife. So they must write it so that it's not just the raid, but it's also the theft. So that's why he comes to me. He says he doesn't want to take police to court because he has just got the tender. So he doesn't want to harm his relationship with police. So Mamonga told him that I know Kumalo, so I can talk to Kumalo that they resolve the matter out of court. And indeed, I did speak to Kumalo about this thing. And I guess the lawyers did talk, and the matter didn't go to court.
Well, Mkono says it's all a coincidence. But anyway, let's run through the timeline very fast. December 18 and 19, VIP CAT services gets raided by Witness C and the PKTT Special Task Force team. And December 31st, the directive. Now we know why the directive went out December 31st. Right there. January 3rd, Witness C is reassigned without explanation to cold case unit. January 12th, he gets a verbal warning from the senior SAPS officials telling him to keep to his lane. And then March 26th, the 121 dockets are recalled. Matlala gets arrested May 14, 2025. And then Lieutenant General Kumalo gets arrested June 26. Then July 13, July 6, Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi goes rogue and fights back. And then we are here today. So see you on the next one.